welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a little video that's kind of different, but I wanted to do kind of like a show and tell slash kind of haul, but not really a haul because some of these books I got a while ago, and then two of them I got the day before yesterday. Okay, so let's just get into it. These are the four books I got this year. Now, I definitely got more than 4 books, but these are the 4 new books that I got, meaning can we just go on? Can we just... Okay. Oh my god, no. I don't want to restart the video, please. Oh, whatever. Okay. These are... okay. These are the books that I bought from a bookstore that have never been used before. So I've bought some pre-owned books, and I've also gotten some free books, but this is new books, okay? So let's get into it. I'll start with the first book I got, which was Everything Now. This book is by Rosecrans Baldwin, and it is all about LA. Lessons from the city-state of Los Angeles. This book took me like a day and a half to finish. It was super easy, breezy, beautiful. It's all about LA. And the kind of thesis of the book is that it is itself a city-state, which means it's kind of like its own state within California. There's some history, there's some stories, there's like 5 or 6 stories from Angelenos, and those stories relate to certain maybe social issues or things that are like a wider topic in Los Angeles. I'm not explaining this very well, but I bought it because I really liked the cover. I liked these black and white photos, and there are photos within the book, I think. Oh, maybe not. I could have sworn there were photos in here, but no, there's no photos. There's some photos on the back though. But yeah, the next book I bought like a week later, and that is Slow Days, Fast Company, The World, the Flesh, and LA by Eve Babbitt's. I like Babbitt's. Okay. There is a dog howling outside my window. So this is a collection of essays or short stories. The first is called, I guess it's called Slow Days. I don't know. But this is also another Los Angeles-based book, because this author is famous for writing about Los Angeles. This is my second, oh my god, shut up. This is my second book I've read from this author, and she's kind of hit and miss for me. I tried to read, I think it's called Black Swans or something. maybe not, but I couldn't get into it. But this I loved. I devoured this book. It's so charming and sweet, and I don't know. I love like the 60s and 70s and 80s and all these different time periods in Los Angeles and Hollywood. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book. Let's see, I underlined some things. I've often noticed that there is a moment when a man develops enough confidence and ease in a relationship to bore you to death. LA, it is where I work best, where I can live oblivious to physical reality. So yeah, she writes a lot about LA. And it's super short. Okay. Now let's get on to the new books. I bought these books the other day. I bought all these books at the same place. It's a bookstore called Skylight Books, and they give you these little bookmarks when you buy books, which is really nice. Okay, so the first is The House Guest by Amparo Davila. The House Guest. This is another short story collection that is very tiny. They're both very tiny. I've only so far read one. I read The House Guest, and it was so haunting and dark and amazing. I really liked it. It was only like 5-6 pages. So I think these are very, very short. And I'm excited to keep going. I like the cover too. It's cool. And yeah, this is translated by Audrey Harris and Matthew Gleason. Amparo Davila was born in Mexico in 1928. Wow. Okay, I didn't know these stories were this old. 1928. In recent years, a massive resurgence of interest has acknowledged her as one of Mexico's finest masters of the short story. So I'm excited to continue reading these. My last book is The 90s by Chuck Klosterman. Look at this fun cover of this clear phone. When I was a kid, I wanted a clear phone. And I bought this book for 2 reasons. One is that I just finished one of his other books like a month ago or something like that, like 2 months ago. So I was familiar with his writing. He's like a Gen X sociological kind of writer. I don't know. And so I was interested in seeing this book, and it's the 90s, and I love learning about the 90s because I said this on another video, but it's like I want to know more about where I came from, because I was born in the 90s, but I was not like sentient, you know what I mean? Like I didn't know what was going on in the world because I was too young. I was like a child, a baby. So I'm excited. I have read a little bit. I'm up to page 15, but I'm really taking my time with this book because I genuinely want to like sink everything in. I've been annotating it. Let's see. He talks about the way that the generation was named, and it was coined after a book that came out. It was actually a novel by an author named Douglas Coupland, The novel was called Generation X, obviously, and the book's language oscillates between wry humor and desperate pessimism. But yeah, it's about these young people in Coachella Valley conversing about who they are and what they aspire to be. So it's kind of interesting that it came from a novel. The enforced ennui and alienation of Gen X had one social upside. Self-righteous outrage was not considered cool. In an era when coolness counted for almost everything, solipsism was preferable to narcissism. The idea of police immorality or blaming strangers for the condition of one's own existence was perceived as overbearing and uncouth. If you weren't happy, the preferred stance was to simply shrug and accept that you were unhappy. Ambiguous disappointment wasn't that bad. So, I'm having fun. I finished these books like shortly after I got them. Actually, this one took me a little bit. This one took me like a month because I started it and then I got distracted and then I went back to it. And then once I got back to it, it was pretty quick. But yeah, so these are all the new books I got in 2024. I really try to buy my books secondhand or just rent from the library. Mostly rent from the library. I don't really like to buy books unless they really mean something to me or like I want to have a collection, like the Bret Easton Ellis collection. I just wanted to have that because I already had like 4 of his books and I was like, I just want to have all of them. Like that would be so satisfying to me. So that's why I bought the other ones on thrift books. But other than that, I also have some other like authors who haven't put out that many books. Like one of my other favorite writers is Ling Ma, and she only has 2 books out, I think. So I have both of those books. But yeah, other than that, I try to like just go to the library, and I used the online library so that I can like request books, you know. So if you want to get into reading and you don't have a library card, you need to get one and then go online and you can request books. It's amazing. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. So if you watched this whole thing, thank you for watching, and I will see you next year.